one of the country's most competitive races and is now the most expensive congressional race in Minnesota history.
More than $30 million is expected to be spent on the toss-up rematch between Angie Craig and Tyler Kistner. Esme Murphy's here. Their thoughts on the race. Boy, is that a lot of money.
That is a lot of money, Frank and Amelia. I want to introduce our political analyst, Abu Amara, Democrat, Amy Koch, a Republican. This race is the one where you've seen all the commercials. That's where the money has gone. Interestingly enough, it is between Angie Craig and Tyler Kistner, but there is a third candidate on the ballot. Her name is Paula Overby. She was a legal marijuana candidate, and she passed away on October 5th. Early voting had already started, but her name remains on the ballot. Incredibly, this same scenario happened in this same race with the same third party 2 years ago, and the third party candidate who passed away collected 24,000 votes, which could make a difference. This is something else. I mean, what do you think, Abu?
Yeah, the speakership in D.C. probably goes through Egan, and so I think this is going to be one of the closest races in America, and I think Congresswoman Angie Craig is really running on two things. One, you've seen her lean heavily into public safety. She's got endorsements from chiefs, other law enforcement officials, really leading from a Democratic perspective. And second is obviously going to be abortion. That's going to be a huge issue in the suburbs.
All right. What about Paula Overby, though? I mean, could votes decide, her votes decide this race?
Well, it's possible, right? When you have a race or a congressional district that is decided by a point or two, potentially, it can be a possibility. But also, Tyler Kistner, who's on his second run, has run an outstanding campaign. His ads have been spot on. I hear from a bunch of independent friends that don't have anything to do with politics. They're like, is Tyler Kistner going to run? I like his ads.
The ads have been very good. They've reflected him and his family. He's good on camera. I mean,
That's right.
I've heard a lot of accolades for that.
And you get a good Republican year with a good candidate who's now got name ID because it's his second run. I think that's going to have an impact. But certainly, a couple thousand votes in a third party could, be decider.
All right, in the swingiest of swing districts in Minnesota. All right, back to you, Amelia and Frank.
Join our live coverage of election results from 8 o'clock to at least 11 tonight, maybe longer. We'll see. All on WCCO and streaming, of course, on CBS News Minnesota as well.